Giants have been around since fairy tales first began. They were the ones that built the mountains stone by stone, and dug the holes that made the rivers and lakes, and planted the forest. And we have talked about one here before, Paul Bunyan, the lumberjack of North Mountain. And now we tell another, Finn McCool, a legend of Ireland, the leader of the Fianna warriors. We have talked about him here previously at the Fireside Tales, but never in any great depth. So his story starts in a tragic love tale, much like Pyramus and Thisbe and Romeo and Juliet. Cumhall and Merrin's story was destined for tragedy. The two of them were in love. Cumhall was the leader of the Fianna warriors, and Merrin was the daughter of Tig, a great druid, who was said to be able to see all things of the heavens and the earth. And he foretold that the two of them story would end in death, and forbid them from interloping or marrying. And the two of them, of course, disobeyed their father, as children would often do, and he became very angry with them. So he sent his warlord Conn to go after Cumhall. Now Cumhall was able to make an escape, and the two of them ran off, and they had a child they named Finn McCool. But eventually Conn was able to catch up with Cumhall, and the two of them got into a great battle, and it's said that Gaul ended up killing Cumhall in the end, although the actual name of the true warrior who killed him has been lost to history. But Conn was told by Tig to kill Merrin for her disobedience to her father. But he couldn't do it. He could not burn her at the stake, and he went against the father's wishes, and instead allowed her to escape. She ran off with her son to the Slieve Mountains, and raised her child with her sister. But eventually she went off into, I suppose, the next world, although that part has also been lost to the history. And the son was raised by the sister. Finn McCool grew up to be quite a great giant, strong, proud, and very handsome, and people from miles around would come and ask him for help. And one day a giant, whose name also coincidentally was Finn, came up and asked him to help him find a fish, a salmon known as the Salmon of Knowledge, which would give whoever ate it knowledge of, well, everything. So the two of them went off to the Boyne River and began fishing, and they fished for quite some years. Until one day, finally, Finn, not Finn McCool, but Finn, pulled up the fish, and the two of them agreed that they would roast it over the fire, and they would have a great dinner, and they would get all of the knowledge. But as they were cooking it, Finn McCool accidentally burnt his thumb on the fish, and some of the juices got on his thumb. And he sucked his thumb for a moment to relieve the pain. And as he did so, he found himself to know everything. All that was. He couldn't explain how exactly it happened, it just happened. And as Finn came up, he realized that Finn McCool had gained all the knowledge from this fish, and that it was never his destiny to know everything. So it was that Finn McCool used this knowledge to his advantage, and he had many a great adventure. But that is where our story will have to end for tonight. I was told by a young child how much they liked the stories of Paul Bunyan, and how they wished that I had not quit the series. So I'm glad to tell this other giant story, which I hope you will find just as entertaining, and I will tell at least 2 more stories from the legends of Finn McCool. But I will confess that much like Paul Bunyan, there is a lot of mystery with this character. Paul Bunyan, I don't know how he died, or if he's dead, although I suspect, logically, that he is dead since so many years have passed. I don't know Paul Bunyan's sexuality, I don't know a lot of his history, and in the same way I don't know much about Finn McCool. I don't know his story in completion, but that's the way it is here at the Fireside Tales. Many things must simply be left a mystery, and that is all that can be said.